What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to this episode of English Turks, where I review your favorite Turkish series with and without English subtitles. And today I'm talking about Menajerimi Ara, episode 13. Wow, after missing a whole week, having no episode, and then entering into episode 13, guys, this was such a roller coaster. Everything was going everywhere. And honestly, I felt so bad for Dijale because it really isn't her fault. It's two guys that are attracted to her, and she's just too kind to say no. And so she ends up with the short end of the stick, and I just feel so bad for her in that retrospect. Now, honestly, Amir was really overstepping his boundaries, especially when he sent her the flowers to the workplace, because, of course, people are going to start thinking things. But he tried to cover it up by sending fetish flowers too. But I don't even think that's enough. Like, seriously. It just seems like everything is going crazy. But I find it kind of odd that the company is not in the green light right now. But, they said that Maida said that they haven't been in the green light for some time. But they have so many actors on their Rolodex. Like, I just don't get it. Maybe they're wasting too much money by having someone constantly delivering them coffee, even though, don't get me wrong, I love this guy. He's such a sweetheart, and he really wanted to see Ibo so bad, but, it's his luck. He never gets to see him. That's crazy. But, like, things like that. And they always show so many people working in the office, and yet it's only the main characters being shown. Let's cut some of the workers there, and it doesn't have to be the people so close to the managers. What about everybody else? Let's just keep the finance department, HR, and that's it. All these other people running around the office, I don't know what they're running around for, but they need to find another job. I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking. But yeah, and so now Serkan is really just corrupting the company. I'm sure he's going to end up getting at least Amir, probably. He's going to get Beren. He's going to get Inja, I think her name was, whoever this lady was that was running around with DJ Lee all day, he's going to get her. And so he's really building up his Rolodex of actors coming over to his company. And I've already seen the fragment for episode 14. He's obviously going to try to convince DJ to come over to his company as well. Now, I think that it was wrong for Fetish to just automatically get mad at DJ and not ask her questions to clarify everything. Because if she did, she would have realized, yes, she was hanging out with these guys, but as an assistant, she really was trying to just be an assistant. And she really tried to just be there and help them out as they needed. But obviously, the men overstepped their boundaries, and Dijali just should have said no. Now, Beren, oh gosh, please somebody help Beren. When she finally realizes that she's going to be the downpour of her father's and mother's company, she's such an idiot. And to top it off, to do all that to get rid of Dijale, but I just knew when she was sitting on the rocks talking with Serkan and saying how good Dijale is at her job, I automatically knew that, he was going to want her on his team. And so he's basically pulling in all the big guns. He's working behind the scenes. And now that they figured out that Serkan is the person in charge of the company, we already know that Fetish is going to realize that she, you know, kicked her own self in the butt because she told him all the secrets of the company and let him know all the problems. And so she'll know how the video got released. She'll know how everything got twisted and messed up. She'll know what instigated all the arguments to begin with. And of course, when Beren signs with him, everyone will know that she betrayed the company. She's such a selfish girl. She can't see past her own face. But you know what? Joke's on her. I can't wait to see the episode when Dijale, if she takes the job, walks in as a junior manager. I will be the happiest person on earth to see Beren's dumb look on her face, because she's a dummy. And no matter how many times she's warned, she continues to be a dummy. So, yeah, guys, that was this episode. I don't really have much to say. I just feel bad for DJ. I feel bad for Barish. But luckily his brother overheard what happened, so his brother will know how to comfort him, because he's going to need a little comfort. And at the same time, like, I think DJ was just a little bit harsh on him, but a lot of what she said when she was talking, I agreed with. Honestly, like, Badish just is just as selfish as Beren. He wants everything for himself. He wants everything to be for him. And, you know, because I think he does have feelings for her that surpass what she thinks. But of course, in her eyes, that's all she's going to think. And you know what? She's right. If he really had feelings for her, he would not even have entertained Beren. But you know what? He did, and he needs to stick with his choice and not stick with it, because he doesn't have to be stuck dating Beren, but he has to stand by the decisions that he made. Because if he had just waited DJ out, then he could have been with DJ. He did not have to make his relationship with Beren a formal one. It could have just been one for the public eye. That's it. And he'd really be with DJ, but he didn't do that. He's a bit selfish too. So we'll see what happens in the next episode. It's going to be a tough one, guys. We're not floating on good waters. And I think the reason why they postponed it was so that they wouldn't have to really replace DJ like they are going to replace DJ, because they still have to. So we'll see what happens in the next episode. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you guys in the next podcast. Thanks for listening to this podcast. We hope you enjoy it. Feel free to subscribe to this podcast channel, and also feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel where we post videos there. And if you'd like, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, where we post all our social media updates. Talk to you guys soon.